slip there.
She covered it pretty well.
Yeah. Well, she's got a little bit extra to give today.
Her heel right on the line.
But you know what? She had a great time out there. What I loved about it is she drew me into the routine. You said, Al, the choreography, very unique.
First two tumbling passes were perfect, and then she actually held on the third tumbling run. Could have been a disaster.
That horn signals the end of the second rotation. So explosive.
And she had variety in her tumbling. This is a very difficult tumbling pass. It's a blind landing, double Arabian. Look at the height.
And then look at that.
Great air sense.
Perfect.
9.425 for Courtney Kupets.
Do you want to go back for ball?
I have one more timer, but I'm really warmed up right now, so.
Yeah, we'd say so. Courtney Kupets is all set to go. She'll go right up against Courtney McCool and Carly Patterson as we continue in Nashville, Tennessee.
They came to the World Championships as the ultimate underdogs, but nobody told them. The U.S. gymnastics team, 2003's world champions, 2004's Olympians. The Olympic Games coming to the networks of NBC.
Welcome back to NBC Sports coverage of the 2004 Visa U.S. Gymnastics Championships, presented by Venus Divine. Back in Nashville after the second rotation, we can tell you Courtney Kupets had a 9.425 on the floor compared to a 9.5 that she had the first day, so not that much of a difference. She still maintains the lead over Carly Patterson. And then after that, it's very, very close, and it's really close at the 11, 12, and 13th spot. Remember, the top 12 get to the Olympic trials, and Tia Orlando's been in, out, in, out. So, scary at the bubble, scary at the top, and the most amazing moment of the first day of competition was what happened to Courtney McCool on the uneven bars.
Well, first of all, Al, I have to say that this was totally uncharacteristic of Courtney. Judging from all the practices we have watched, she has been so consistent, just an amazing talent. I would have never guessed she would have made such a mental error, and I have to say, I think she just got a little ahead of herself, wanted that dismount to come a little bit quicker.
Now check out the reaction of Marta Karolyi. She will actually get a sense that something is wrong before she sees it. She will shake her head, no! And there she saw it. So now here is Courtney McCool at the scene of the crime. How crucial is the fact that she's got to hit this?
Well, it's very crucial, and the last memory she has standing right there a few minutes later, it wasn't good. It's one of the worst things that can happen in gymnastics. It's either a mental or a technical error. I talked to her coach, Al Fong, right before the competition, asked him what went wrong. Did she rip off the bar? He said no, she just over-tapped. He said it's absolutely no problem. She did it the next day. We watched her do it. She's totally confident. It will not be a problem from his mouth.
The team is called the Gage Dragons, and she's got to be a dragon right here. Not for the timid.
Well, of course, before she gets to that dismount, she's got a lot of work to do in between the bars, and what you'll see from Courtney is just unbelievable form. She never breaks, never gives the judges any opportunity to take any tenths off. Beautiful release skill.
Legs are pasted together. Look at the shoulder angle all the time. Very critical that when you show those handstand positions like right there, that they're completely open. But this is the dismount. Needs to generate speed, but not too much.
Oh, no problem.
That is cool. That is very cool.
And she's feeling a whole lot better.
Wow, thank you.
The whole team needed that one.
Oh, yeah.
Now, waiting patiently across the floor here at the Gaylord Center is Courtney Kupets. 9.8 on the beam, 9.425 on the floor. The lead is hers. 2 events to go. A second straight national championship with a torn Achilles tendon in between.
And she just has to do what she's been doing all week long.
Well, another great exercise from Courtney Kupets. Just the landing, a little bit.
But it felt like it was a nicer pop.
It was a nicer block.
I agree.
But do you notice she's giving the corrections now?
Okay.
Yeah, she definitely got off the horse a little bit better.
On the floor, Carly Patterson was waiting for Courtney Kupets, who was waiting for Courtney McCool.
And I would say that with this exercise, Carly Patterson can grab that lead for the first time at these championships in day 2. She's only 5/1000ths of a point behind at this point.
The first out of 4 down. Seeing a little bit more smiles from Carly. This tumbling pass can be a tricky one.
Oh, baby. Back to back. We may have just seen America's 1, 2, 3 win, place, and show. And I'll tell you what, it's so easy to see any one or all of them on a box of Wheaties.
Good job, girl. Really, fighter. Awesome.
Courtney McCool got a 9.525 on uneven bars. Courtney Kupets put up a 9.4 just as she did on the first day on the vault. And Carly Patterson needs a 9.451 to take the lead. Man, is this last rotation going to be great.
She will be your leader after this routine right here. The judges just got to make it official.
You know what was so remarkable is her tumbling. It could not have been any better. Her landings were crisp, they were clean. Here's her second tumbling pass, double Arabian. Very tough to land a blind landing here. Bam, she was on throughout the entire routine and lots of smiles. I loved to see that. You know, Evgeny said the most difficult thing from here on in is pacing this kid. Just needs to keep her healthy, keep pacing her till they get to Athens.
That and the details. It's all about the details if you want to bring home the Olympic gold medal. She said it seemed like it was so long ago.
Get this, 9.8 is the score for Carly Patterson. It puts her in the lead for what could be her first national championship. It comes down to one last rotation between America's best. To the uneven bars. A little moment to collect herself for Tasha Schweikert. Didn't love floor exercise, felt a little bit better about her second event. But she's back in the Olympic trials mix. I don't think there's any question about that, is there?
Yeah, and she is the national champion on this event. And who would have guessed that after watching what we did in practice? But in first day of competition, wow, just like that.
Oh! She was way too close on the first release skill. And what happens, she doesn't have any ability to generate the speed that she needs to do that. It's called a pack salto from the high bar to the low bar. You got to, of course, be close enough to catch the bar, but you got to take the risk a little bit.